Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your weekly reading for the week of November 12th through the 18th of 2020. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. So just a quick reminder, I do gear these weekly readings mainly towards your rising sign. I recommend that you check your rising sign first if you have access to that information. If not, it doesn't matter. And quite honestly, you can watch this for any placement within your chart that you're curious about, yeah? Also, keep in mind, guys, that my channel does resonate more with true sidereal astrology. Yes, but again, whatever system that you follow, whatever sign placement that you want to watch this for, that's absolutely your choice, your preference. Whatever resonates for you is what's right for you. Okay? Excellent. So, Gemini, let's get into this here and see what we have for your week. Hi, Spirit. Please make me a clear channel for all Geminis at this time. Please bring forward the best messages to serve the highest good of all involved for the week of November 12th through the 18th of 2020. Thank you so much, Spirit. You know, you guys, it's so crazy. It was so quiet around here before I started recording, but then as soon as I start recording, here comes all the noise, right? Figures. Anyway, let's get into this, Gemini, and see what we've got for you. Now, for some of you, I'm gonna give this 5 shuffles. We'll see what your general energy, what you're dealing with this week is. 1. For some of you, that card taken off in the distance there could very well be you. I feel like maybe some of you are really quite action-oriented. You're ready to go. This is 2. You're ready to start moving. You've completed some sort of task and you're ready to get going with the rest of the situation. This is 3. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Very action-oriented is what I'm hearing. This is 4. And this is 5 for you, Gemini. All right, let's see what we've got for my Geminis this week. For Gemini, for the week of the 12th through the 18th of November. Oh, stop it. Stop it, Gemini. I was just thinking to myself, you know, it would be really interesting if the action card comes out. I want to keep going here, Gemini. I want to keep going. See if there's anything else that comes out for you this week. Nope. Nope, that's it. Okay, you're very action-oriented. And what I love about this card here, Gemini, is it has 2 different horses on it. One dark, one black, one white. And I really am kind of seeing that as you here. The 2, you know, Gemini is the twins. And I feel like, you know, the 2 parts of yourself that make you this Gemini energy are very much working in tandem with each other. That's beautiful. Let's keep going and get the rest of your cards here. I'm going to give this 5 shuffles. We're going to go look at what's crowning you this week. What's on your mind? What's in your thought process? 5 shuffles. 1. This is 2. For my Geminis here, this is 3. 4. And 5. All right, Gemini, so what's crowning you this week? Diligence, okay. Yeah, I'll leave it there. So you have diligence and you have community. Okay, excellent. I want to continue. I want to get the next set of cards before I really start talking about this. But what I'm hearing with this, Gemini, when diligence came out, I heard your hard work is paying off for sure. Okay, let's give this 4 shuffles here. We're going to look at what's grounding you. What is your driving force this week? Yeah, 1. 2. 3. And 4. All right, Gemini. So what's grounding you? What's your driving force? What's your motivation this week? Liberation. Excellent. All right. So let's talk about this for a second here, Gemini. I really do feel like this is a moment where you're breaking free. You're moving forward in some way. I really see you are, it's very much like these horses. And I'm kind of seeing like a horse race or something where maybe you have been, you know, at the gate, you know, preparing for your moment to move forward, really being diligent, really having been diligent here in terms of what it is you've wanted to do and how you've wanted to succeed, how you've wanted to move forward. I feel like there has been a lot of preparation here for you, okay? And many of you are community oriented. I feel like there could be an energy of somebody going into some sort of line of social work. That's what I'm feeling here. Or I feel like there has been a very strong desire for you to give back to the community or work with the community somehow. This is a very 5-dimensional energy. So many of you may have been actively preparing to reach a sense of 5th dimensional space, 5th dimensional energetic vibration. And you've been very diligent about it. You've been very active about it. You've been very consciously focused on it. And you've been preparing for this. I really do feel like you've been preparing for this. And it doesn't have to be anything really super crazy or anything like that. In terms of your preparations, these preparations could have just been you just feeling like you really wanted to do it. Yeah, look, there you are, the Lovers, Gemini, with the Fool at the bottom of the deck, and something just popped out here. The 6 of Swords. Yeah, you've been preparing for this opportunity. And quite frankly, Gemini, I feel like this preparation could have just been you getting into the mental space for this, okay? Mentally preparing yourself by choosing to align with this vibration. Okay, Gemini, why do the cards not want to shuffle right now? This is interesting. Your grounding force here is liberation. And I do feel, and what's grounding you, and actually this is your driving force also a little bit. I feel like there is a sense of wanting to be liberated, wanting to be free, wanting to choose your own path with the Lovers that did pop out there. The Lovers is you, Gemini energy, but also the Lovers is about a choice. And I also feel like there's a sense of wanting to work on allowing other people the opportunity within your community to be liberated. So there's a sense of having liberated yourself or going through the process of liberating yourself. Yep. And then working towards allowing others that same opportunity you have provided for yourself. You have the 3 of Pentacles that's popped out here with the Page of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, your diligence your diligence and preparation here has been you working on yourself, you working on self-mastery here. You have the Emperor, making the decision for your own self, being the master of your own domain, doing what it is that you know is right for you. The Emperor is very much reflecting this diligent energy. This is this also feels like for you, Gemini, it's like you decided, you made the choice that you wanted to be free and that you wanted to give back to the community. And with the Emperor energy that came out there, you did everything that you knew you needed to do in order to make that happen. Okay, this is your hard work really is paying off here, Gemini. You have the Knight of Cups, and I feel like your heart is definitely in the right place. Ace of Pentacles, okay? Your heart is definitely in the right place. And again, there's this sense of wanting to provide other people with the same opportunity that you have been able to successfully provide to yourself here. All right. So I do feel like there's an energy of going into some sort of, Page of Cups here, going into some sort of social work, wanting to give back. Yeah, look at that. Something that has to do with the community. This could also be, I'm feeling you wanting to work with children with that Page of Cups that just came out. You have Death with Justice, 2 of Swords, and the Hanged Man. Something changed drastically for some of you here, where you may have been in denial about something. I feel like there's also a sense of having grown up. When I'm getting with Death, Justice, the 2 of Swords, and the Hanged Man, there was an energy of the past. Eight of Swords is at the bottom of the deck here. Oh, to the King of Swords. Okay, I feel an energy of some of you or somebody here. This may be really specific, so this may only resonate with a few people. But you may have been you really may have been a rebel when you were a kid. Very defiant. I'm hearing very unloving, very unforgiving. Because of a lot of toxic circumstances that you dealt with in your life. And you may have really resisted this change, but this really does feel like a complete 180 for someone out there. Whereas you may have been that really rebellious person. Now you're really, you may still have that rebellious streak to you, but I feel like there is a sense of your heart definitely being in the right place and wanting to give back to the community, wanting to create greater balance. Two of Pentacles here, but you have Death with Justice, the Two of Swords, and the Hanged Man. It's like you've come out of this sense of denial, or somebody here has come out of this sense of denial, has reached a different point of view, has reached a different opinion. And I feel like there's this sense of, with your heart being in the right place, Gemini, you are wanting to give back to the community because you understand where it is you came from and why it is you ended up acting in the way that you did, or developing the mindset that you did, and ultimately creating a certain life around yourself. And now you see it from a different perspective. And now you want to give back to the community by helping others change their perspective and kind of, in essence, kind of grow up in a sense, but still not losing that rebellious streak or that individuality. And for some of you, it feels like, had you had that person around you when you were a kid or when you were younger that would really allow you the space and the freedom to honor your individuality, you might have turned out differently. And that's another reason why I feel like somebody here is really wanting to give back to the community, is wanting to be that type of person that you may have needed, or they may have needed when they were young, or when they were a kid, or when they were in critical development times within their lives. Damn, Gemini. Damn, Gemini, that's really freaking awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move forward here. We're going to get into the tarot, and we're going to look at your timelines here, and we're going to get a little bit more specific on your energies for this week. However, I am going to take that over to Patreon. Yes, patreon.com/divine conversations. Link can be found in the description box below. But before we go, I do want to get a closing message here for those of you here on YouTube, especially if you're not necessarily going to be joining us over on Patreon. And if not, that is perfectly fine. I still appreciate you guys so much for being here. But I want to get a closing message for you guys here. 3 shuffles, 1. And I'm using the Indigo Angels Oracle deck. This is 2. To get a closing message for my Geminis here. And this is 3. All right, Gemini. So keep in mind, guys, these readings are pretty much timeless. I mean, just because this is dated for a certain week, it doesn't necessarily mean that what's going down, that this is absolutely going to happen this week. What it really just means is that this is the message that's coming out for you this week. This is the message that whomever needs to hear it needs to hear it. So it's coming out this week, okay? All right, so keep in mind, I still recommend that you pay more attention to the titles of the reading than the actual dates of the reading, okay? Excellent. Closing message from my Geminis here for this week. There we go, right there. Self-reflection. Self-reflection is the reason you were able to get to this point, Gemini. For some of you, there is some self-reflection that's needed, okay? So we're gonna look a little bit deeper into that when we get into the tarot, but self-reflection is the key. Self-reflection is what's causing you to be able to understand yourself from this different point of view, the Hanged Man. Come out of some sense of denial here, the Two of Swords. Go through a major transformation and bring greater justice, not only to your life, but the lives of other people. Death and justice, okay? This is beautiful. And for those of you that are struggling with this, for those of you that I get this feeling that there are some of you out there that are watching this reading that may not necessarily be in this energy right now, but you're wanting to be in this energy, your first step is self-reflection. Yes? Excellent. All right, I'm gonna leave it there and we're gonna move over to the tarot over on Patreon. But with that said, I love you guys so very much. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I look forward to connecting with you again for our next reading next week. Yeah? Take care. Mwah. Bye.